What's up YouTube, Rim84 here, and this isn't one of my normal ammo score videos or fishing videos. As you can see here, I got the makings of some homemade beef jerky. I got some London broil from the local meat market, a couple of ingredients I use. I've been making homemade beef jerky for about 8 or 9 years now, and I never could find beef jerky that I really liked at the store. It's really expensive and it just doesn't taste very good. So I came up with my father-in-law had a recipe for some beef jerky, and my grandfather had a recipe for some beef jerky, and I liked them both, so I kind of put those recipes together and made my own. So no ammo around the past couple days, so I figured I'll show you guys how to make some good homemade beef jerky. Start out with some good London broil, and you want to trim some of the fat off. Although London broil really doesn't have much fat, but I'll trim this off, and I can't film and do this at the same time, so stick with me and I'll get back to you. Okay guys, I got one of these London broils cut up for you, and the way I do it, I like my beef jerky kind of thick, so I just took the whole London broil and just cut it about how I like it, about hand-sized piece, good piece to snack on, and you can cut them however you want to. You just don't want to have a piece of meat with a whole lot of fat on it. Like, that's not too bad, but you don't want a whole lot, and that's why I choose London broil, because you really don't. I didn't waste any of this. I just sat here and just sliced it right up real quick, and I'm not throwing any of it away. So that's what I choose. You can use bottom round roast. You can use a couple different sirloin tip roasts and things like that, but I like to stick to London broil. It's a little bit more expensive, but you don't waste any. So you can cut it up, you know, lengthwise or widthwise, it doesn't matter, but this is the way I like to do it. So let me get the rest of these cut up, and I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, you can see I cut up my beef jerky, and what I do is I put it in, and I think these are about half gallon or quarter. Well, let me see how big of bags these are. Yep, these are 1 gallon bags. So I put them in gallon bags. Now I'm going to mix up my dry and wet ingredients. I put some, I don't really measure this stuff because I've been doing it so long. I put some brown sugar, light brown sugar in there. Some of this Moore's original marinade, which is it's good. You can marinate steak in it. You can marinate pretty much anything in it. The only thing I've ever marinated in it was beef jerky, but it says you can do steak, chicken, all kind of stuff. So I'm gonna put a couple of those in there, and I'm also gonna put some liquid smoke. And they make lots of different types of liquid smoke. I like the hickory. I just think it gives it a good flavor. And I'll probably put a little bit more in there. That one only had a little bit left from last time I made it. And I'm gonna get a whisk, and I'll be right back. Okay, what you do is just whisk this up real good. And sometimes I'll actually put it in the microwave to dissolve the brown sugar, but I don't think I need it this time. Sometimes if I'm making a really big batch, I'll dissolve the brown sugar. And I'm gonna go get 1 or 2 more ingredients. Okay guys, a few more ingredients here. A little bit of soy sauce. Uh-oh. Made a mess. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Not a whole lot, because it's already kind of salty. A little bit of lemon juice. And I like to put a little bit of barbecue sauce. This is Killer Hog's barbecue sauce, which is pretty good. And we'll whisk this up again and give her a taste. Alright guys, here we are. I added a little bit more sugar to the marinade because it was just a little bit too salty. So I added just a little bit more brown sugar, and that made it perfect. So what I did is I put it in the plastic bags, and I took all the air out of it. You do that by unzipping it and just pushing all the air. See, there's just a little bit more left in there, and then zipping it up. That way all the meat gets covered by the marinade. What I do is I store this in the refrigerator for, you can do it for a couple hours. I've done it for 45 minutes. I've done it for 2 hours. what I like to do if I have time is I do it for 24 hours. So I'm gonna marinate this for 24 hours. I'll be back with you guys tomorrow to show you how I dehydrate it, because I use a Nesco dehydrator. And I'm thinking about doing something special with this beef jerky. Of course, I'm gonna eat some, obviously. And my brother, I'm gonna give him some because he helped me work on my truck for a couple hours the other day. So instead of paying him, I just give him jerky. Even though I'd probably be cheaper just to pay him, because jerky is expensive. But I also might do a subscriber giveaway for my YouTube. I was going to do it when I hit 100 subscribers, but I've kind of plateaued here at about 50, 55 subscribers. And that's fine. I don't really beg for subscribers or anything like that, but I appreciate every one of you guys subscribing, watching my videos, and commenting on them. And so I wanted to give something back. I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm not going to start it today because I got to work. But I'll probably start it sometime this weekend. So once I figure out what I'm going to do there, I'll post an update on that. But tomorrow I'll get back with you and show you how I put them on the dehydrator. Thanks guys for watching. Okay guys, it's been exactly 24 hours and the beef jerky's been marinating, and as you can see, it's really taken on the color of the marinade. And this should be really, really good. I'll show you what I used. I've been using these for a long time. It's a Nesco American Harvest food dehydrator and jerky maker. So what I do for jerky, it goes up to 155 degrees Fahrenheit. I just keep it all the way up there. You can do it lower, but at 155 degrees, if I fill this thing all the way up, and I have extra trays, but if I fill it all the way up, it'll take about 6 hours to do a whole rack of jerky. So that's pretty quick. I had a dehydrator a long time ago that thing would take 12 or 14 hours, and you had to rotate the trays. This thing has a fan just right on the top of it, so it circulates the air all by itself. All you do is turn it on and let it go, and the jerky comes out really, really good. So let me get this stuff put on the trays, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, fellas, it's all on the racks. And I just kind of space them out a little bit. You can have them touching a little bit, but you don't really want them, on top of each other. You want to let the air be able to circulate on there. So I spread them out real good. I got plenty of trays, so I don't have to crowd them. And like I said, I do this for about 6 to 8 hours, and I'll check it after 6 hours and come and taste some. And if it's not done, I'll put it on for another hour. But normally, depending on how thick you cut it, and some of these are kind of thick, I'll probably do this one for 7 hours. And it should come out just perfect. I'll show you guys how they look when they're running. Just give me 1 second. Okay, fellas, what I do is I put them on my front porch, because if you put them in the house, man, the whole house will smell like jerky. I won't be able to sleep. I'll be trying to chew my arms off. I'll be so hungry. So there they are. See, this one, it's a lot older than this one. This one's probably only about 5 years old. This one's pretty old, but it still works like a charm. And like I said, I got it turned all the way up, 155, 155, and let these babies hum out here. They'll cook that jerky perfect. And I'll get back to you fellas in about 7 hours. See how it looks. Okay guys, here's the finished product. I got the rest of it bagged up in regular Ziploc bags, but I used the Food Saver vacuum sealer, and I packaged up a nice size bag. You guys can see how that looks. It looks a lot better than the jerky you find in the store, and trust me, it tastes a lot better too. I pulled a piece out for you guys. You see how it's kind of it looks like it's wet? Well, that's the brown sugar. It makes it really sweet and really nice tasting. And what I've decided to do is give this bag away. I'm gonna do a subscriber giveaway. I'll do it on the next video and let you guys know the details, but I will give this bag away to a subscriber if you like beef jerky. I guess if you don't, then don't enter. But that's my beef jerky, fellas. Thanks for watching.